some of the funniest sports stories I've seen as a reporter, and these guys have seen as athletes. They're just mind-boggling. And I remember a while back, I was over at Henry's for dinner. He's having a big cookout, and a former Stampeder and his girlfriend decided they were going to tell me a story that just had me going, are you out of your mind? What's up? So anyhow, I'm just sitting there having drinks, and all of a sudden they started telling me this story. They were at a BC Lion football game, and they got the urge. And so they decided, well, let's find a place. So they found a handicapped bathroom at BC Place. So they go inside, they decide to do the thing they do, and after they finish, they come out. Just as they walked out, somebody scored. Touchdown! They hear this cheering and applause, and they think it's for them.
Oh my God!
Wow! Oh my God! What's wrong with you?
Can
people?
I say sham wow?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yeah, it is. You got a great one on a running back that you weren't too happy about.
Well, yeah. I mean, you always deal with different type of rookies every time. You know, you bring guys into training camp. They think they're the greatest gift to the earth. And however, one thing I do not go for, and me, I don't get involved in any heckling of any rookies. However, when it comes to disrespecting your veterans on the team, I draw a line in the sand. If you pass that line, I'm going to have to step up and either do or say something. However, with this guy, I kind of got a little, creative here, let's just say. Because one of the things I always heard of is, how would a man react if Icy Hot came into contact with his testicles? But yeah, I applied it, left it there, walked away, told all the young guys, all right, let me know when he's on his way in. He came in, took a shower, diddly-dallied, went there, put his pants on. Most guys just throw their sweats and their underwear on at the same time, because I do it in camp. And as soon as he did it, he went from walking right here to about walking with his legs about that far apart, smoking hot. Smoking hot. So, I use your word. So just to see something like that, I mean, it gave me closure, because he shut his mouth and he went out and did his job instead of talking.
Oh, very good. Now, you were a victim of a cruel practical joke. I think it's one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
Which one are we talking about?
Someone messing with your vitamin C.
All right, well, yeah, I was at the cruel end of a joke once, and I'm a big vitamin guy. And what a couple of my friendly teammates decided to do one time to me on a road trip to Hamilton. We're getting ready to go out for a morning practice. Okay, we rolled in, I think, on a Thursday night. We had a game Saturday, so we got the Friday practice. They decided to put 2 generic Viagras in place of my multivitamins, which red capsules. I didn't know the difference. So we get out there for practice, and I was like, what's going on right now? Like, something's happening right now. And whatever it was, it didn't feel natural to me.
Tingling.
So to make a long story short, Tom Higgins, the coach at the time, he calls punt team.
Yeah.
So out comes the kickstand. Out comes the kickstand, and I got a punt now, and I do not wear jockstrap. Okay,
well,
because I have this feeling that I get much better flexibility and follow through on my kicks without that jockstrap going on. So I got a pair of shorts, no gitch on,
yeah,
and I'm lining up, and out comes the kickstand. So I'm like this, waiting for the punt like this. Worst day of my life. Worst day of my life. I didn't know what happened until the guy told me
What's
afterwards.
What's the kickstand?
No, I'm joking. It was probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
Well, what do you prefer, Cialis or Viagra?
I've only had Viagra, and it wasn't. It was definitely not my decision.
And what's the difference between the two?
I don't know.
Henry, do you want to touch that one?
Well, just based on talking to other guys who tried it here, I'm inclined in those areas, so I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
But I hear that the Viagra pill makes you just yeah. However, Cialis
for a
is
long
like
time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, but Cialis is like here, and then if you're walking on the beach here in Sylvan Lake, all of a sudden it's right here. So you understand what I'm saying?
It only comes when you need it to come.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. The troops come when you need the troops to fire. Right?
Kind of like Shaw on Demand, right?
Exactly.
Precisely.
You want to watch the movie? There it is. I mean, you can have the TV on all day if you want, but it's that one program you want to watch. Right? All right.